Hi guys, in this video I'm going to teach you a fantastic card control utilizing the Hindu Shuffle. What makes this control so good is that number one, it's very deceptive, and number two, you can control multiple cards with the same action. In my opinion, the Hindu Shuffle doesn't get as much love as it deserves, so we're going to show them some love in this video. Let's get into it. I failed to mention in the intro that this move was devised by a man named John Snyder, which first appeared in the little book 12 Tricks with a Borrowed Deck by Martin Garner. Okay, so for this move, it uses the Hindu Shuffle, obviously. There's a card face up. There's a double facer. Okay, so for this move, it uses the Hindu Shuffle, obviously, so a good way to have a card chosen is with the Hindu Shuffle, so you can have somebody say stop like this, and they can choose a card that way. Now, they look at it, in this case the Jack of Diamonds, and you ask them to say stop as you do another Hindu Shuffle to put it back, right? So put it back right here, please, and say, sort of gesture with this top back here. Put it back right there, and so they'll do that. Now what's going to happen is you're going to slap this upper packet on top of here like this, and the way you do this is to hide sort of breaks and stuff like this. You don't want to expose all this, so a good way to do that is to step it forward a little bit. That way they can't see any breaks and they can't see it back here unless you do this, but why would you do that? So when you slap it on, keep a little bit of a step and sort of like spread these forward with your index finger. That way it looks sort of sloppy like this, and they can't really see what's happening back here, obviously, because of this whole sort of shaded configuration here. So their card, the Jack of Diamonds, you slap it on, and here's what's going to happen for the control. You're going to pull out the bottom portion to start a new Hindu Shuffle, but obviously you can't do that because that's their card right there. So how do you control it? Well, it's very simple. All you do is, because of the break, you keep the pad of your little finger, your pinky, on top of their card, and so with friction that's going to stay behind as you pull out this bottom portion. You can see that staying behind right there at their card. Sort of hold it there in place with your pinky as you start a new Hindu Shuffle like this, and that'll just stay on the bottom. Here it is again, and I'll actually remove the top packet so you can see what's happening. So as soon as you slap it on, again, you remove the bottom packet, but I'll remove this so it's very exposed. Now what's going to happen, like I said, you pull out the bottom packet, leaving behind their card, this top card of this packet, with friction from the pad of your little finger here. So you pull this out like this, immediately starting a new Hindu Shuffle, so that stays on the bottom. A common problem with this control is that sometimes you'll get more than one card trying to stay behind. You'll get like a block like this trying to stay behind him, and that's due to too much friction on the cards. So you want to have a light touch, and you can do that by simply lifting this upper packet up a little bit like this with your thumb and your fingers there. So just sort of raise that upper packet up like this, like that, to cancel out or to reduce the friction. If you apply too much pressure with your little finger, that can also get more than one card. So the less friction and the less pressure you apply will make that one card happen. So you're really just sliding a card off like this in a sense, and so you want as less friction as possible when you do this. To practice this and to get a feel of how much pressure you should apply, just take half the deck and just take your pinky here and slide a card off. Okay, so you can get used to that and apply that same pressure when you're doing the control. So to control multiple cards, let's say we had the 10 of clubs and the 9 of hearts here. All right, so the first control is obviously what I just showed you. They put it back here and you do the control as per our lesson, so it's on the bottom. Now you just do the same thing. Do me a favor, same thing, say stop, and they put their card there. At this point, their card is here and the other person's card is here. So when you do the control, guess what? Both cards now will be together with the control. Alright guys, so as always, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. It truly does mean the world to me. And so if you learned something new and if you got value from this video, do me a huge favor and hit that like button and sub to the channel. Until next time, happy practicing. I love you guys.